Better Podcast, episode 32. I've got some bad news.
I'd just like to apologise to everyone's ears.
This is the last visual Gruppetto podcast. We've decided to take a short break. So cover those cameras, boys. Good night. God bless. We're going back to audio, aren't we, boys?
Yep.
Back to the roots.
We feel that's going to work a lot better. So we're going to take a break from podcasting. It's going to end on this channel, and then we're going to come back with a hopefully a bit of a revamped version of it. It's a matter of trying to work it so all three of us kind of can work together in the same podcast, whether we're in the same room or not. But we'll discuss that later on. Cameron Jeffers,
yo,
first have a look at that, and Tim Fulford. So just
I forgot to change the overlay. So yes, Tim couldn't be here, but in spirit, I'm his representative.
Okay, so we'll refer to you as Tim today. Breaking news, Jesper. Breaking news. Tell us what's been happening in the world of cycling.
Who's this Jesper? Never mind. No, so we should have done a new show on this. We were literally chatting about it before, Chris. I will keep mentioning this to you because we literally had a long discussion. Chris Froome is confirmed not going to be at the Tour de France. It's actually, like, right now his condition, according to Brailsford, is very critical. Like, he can barely get a word out. So, first of all, thoughts and prayers with Chris. But in the recon of the TT, he apparently came down a hill or something, then hit right into a wall and has a broken pelvis or a femur. And
femur.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's bad, but like this is a reoccurring. This happened in the Giro not too long ago, where like the Jerusalem stage, where he also crashed in a TT. So,
is that? Do you think that's? I mean, I don't know if you can speculate because no one has seen it, but is that down? Is that down to his lack of ability to be able to handle a bike in transition? Or
I heard that it happened when he was he removed. I think the statement says that he removed one hand from the bars to clear his nose. So he's doing a snot rocket basically, and obviously must have hit a bump or something.
Saying he's a poor bike handler is like far from the truth. Like he was once, but then like now when you talk best descenders in the peloton, he's up there as like number one.
Do you think?
I mean,
he's not number one, but he doesn't go downhill like Nibali does, but he's getting up there. I wouldn't class him as a bad. I mean, his worst. Off the top of my head, I can think of some people that are worse at handling a bike than he is. Yeah.
My apologies, Froome. I'm not saying that he's absolutely like dogger on a bike, but
Pritchard called him out on the podcast.
Yeah, Froome, you're shit on a bike.
Have you not? You remember that stage he won where he attacked over the top, and then they called it the Froome talk for so long, but it was actually like the Mohoric talk or the Sagan talk. Like, I genuinely think he's top 3 in the world of descending.
When he attacked over the top of the climb in the Tour.
Yes, the vegan cyclist's biggest video ever, which is still up.
Yeah.
When he dropped into the funny position and went down that.
Yeah, he's pedaling on his top tube.
I don't know. To me that's not sensible. That's not the fastest way to descend or the safest.
It works for Froome, but then the question now becomes with Froome out. First of all, like, all of the athletes aside, all the sports aside, I hope he's okay, because like it looked and it sounds from everyone involved really bad. Yeah. But now looking at the team, Geraint Thomas versus Bernal, who's the leader?
You can't help thinking that those boys would have gone, oh shit, and then gone, oh, actually, yeah, winner. Which, like, you'd never want to wish ill upon anybody, but when that happens, and I'm sure it's happened to you, Cam, and I know it's happened to me when I've seen a competitor who I know is as good, if not better than me, goes out either. In fact, it happened in the Kieran, like Chris Hoy in 2010. Chris Hoy he rode the first round, then he went out injured, and as soon as he went out injured, I was like, all right, sweet, I've got a chance of medaling here, and I actually medaled. So you can't help thinking that it would have gone through their minds a little bit. But who takes the lead? You've got to say you've got to put all your money on G now, surely.
Really? Yeah, I'd say it's got to be Geraint. As the defending leader, you've got to honor that, haven't you? And you've got to respect that. So I think
even if sorry Jess, but I think even if Froome was in there, I think they still should have gone with G, because how disrespectful is that G's going to get to wear the number 1 plate, the number 1 on his bike, and then they go, he's number 1, but really that's the guy we're going to be working for, the number 2. It's kind of a bit disrespectful. So,
but who cares about respect? Sorry,
it's always a little bit awkward. Jesper, it's horrible, and it's always a little bit awkward when a team goes into a tour with dual leadership. Anyway, I mean, look how Movistar had it last year. They had 3 different leaders with Quintana, Valverde, and Landa. Was it Landa?
Him.
Sure. So it's like, and look how it worked out for those guys. So I think having one dedicated leader I think if anything, Sky will benefit from it.
But if this was to happen to a team, Sky, Ineos is the best team for it to happen to, because like last year they prepared G for the cause of if Froome wasn't allowed to race, and then again like this year you've got, I would like, with Igor Bernal crashing out of the Giro, I would think he would totally refocus to be the best domestique ever at the Tour, and like they're both really good. They could easily go 1-2 overall. Like it could be a really boring Tour.
Yeah, Bernal could just do what G did in the first instance, because up until it looked like G was going to win it at the end, he was always still working for Froome, and it might be the same with him. If he might start working for G, then all of a sudden they go, actually, G's not feeling it, or G's suffered a puncture or got injured or whatever it might be, and then boom, the eggs go in that basket. But I think he's still too young to be putting that kind of pressure on someone to try and go and win. Like the whole team. Like imagine you, Cam, in a Tour series, and they say, right, Steve's working for you now. Like the best, fastest rider, the most experienced rider on the team is now working for you. That's a lot of pressure for a young lad to have to handle, especially in a Tour.
But
like,
do you
it's
not
slightly
think
different in the Giro, I think.
Do you not think G's hunger has been satisfied? Like he won the biggest race. He went out, he got the paycheck. Does he really need another one? Like, it doesn't feel like he's got the same. At least looking at his results this year, and like, I don't see it.
Yeah, good point. Actually,
I think
go on, Cam.
I think I'll disagree. I mean, I don't know Geraint, and I don't know anything about what he's up to. But I saw in an interview the other day saying that he's only a kilo off his Tour de France race weight, and he feels like he's at a similar level of fitness now that he was last year at the Tour. So. I think his motivation is there, but
maybe he's taken like the Armstrong approach and gone.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
he's just no. He's just dedicated his time into the Tour. He's just gone right. I can be a Tour leader and I can be a contender again. Whereas like you say, last year he was getting results here, there, and everywhere before he went on and won it. So I don't know. I'd love to see him win it again, and I can't help thinking as a competitive racer, like I don't know if that hunger will ever be satisfied. Because look, Froome still wants 5, 6. Does he want 6 now?
Well, he wants
about to
more
get 5, I think.
Yeah.
By the way, that's the reason why we're scrapping the visual podcast, so Chris can't make insinuations without actually saying them.
Yeah, I'd have to say, I'm putting a syringe to my arm. That's that. But for you audio people, that's what that moment of silence was. It was a syringe in the arm. I was making a joke about G pretending he was gonna. Yeah, you got it. You got the joke. But I know G, and he ain't no cheater. All right. So
let's stick on with the racing news. I want to bring something to the table today. Marianne Vos, leading the women's tour after stage 2 yesterday, and she crashed. She crashed today on stage 3, and she's had to abandon the race.
Oh shoot! Really? I tell you what, it's thick and fast. This news. Who needs a news show when you've got YouTube?
The irony is that Chris is going to the Tour of Britain tomorrow. We're like, oh, she's out. Well, notes right down.
Yeah, thanks for telling me that. Did you see yesterday? Someone posted a video on Twitter of her doing one of the quickest bike changes you've ever seen. So they were racing around the cycle park, I think it was. So it was a massive stage around cycle park, which I don't know if that worked or not. I've not seen it, so I don't know. But she needed to change a bike, and obviously because they were doing laps around a circuit, someone had a spare bike at the side of the road, and she just cyclocrossed it straight in, straight back out. and she was smashing it. And she literally was at the front of the peloton. She changed, and she was still still within the peloton when she was accelerating back up to speed. It was pretty impressive, but obviously for now, really, if she's crashed today.
Yeah. I believe she was involved in the statement just says she was involved in a high-speed accident, and following that, the race was neutralized. So it must have been a bad one.
Oh, shoot, terrible.
So hopefully she's all right, but not too negative stories coming out of the sport today. Sounds like typical cycling, doesn't it?
Anything positive, gents? And I'm not talking about tests here.
All we need is exactly. All we need is a doping scandal, and
let's make one up. Come on, let's make one up. Who can we say?
Chris Pritchard caught. They finally caught him.
Well,
they finally that race he went to the other day.
They definitely won't. They came to test me. Then they saw how shit I went, and they went, "Do you know what?" Although that said, I'm going to be racing against a guy in the Masters who's just come back from a 4-year ban for doping. Little interesting fact there for you.
Interesting.
I don't know how I feel about it. Yeah. How would you, Cam? Have you raced against anybody that's like come back from a doping ban? How would you feel?
I don't know if I have. I mean, I think I have in Belgium. I remember, I'm sure we went last year with Steve and a few other guys. I'm sure I remember Steve pointing out a rider who'd been banned for doping. But I beat him, so fuck him.
Yeah, screw you, man.
But yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. Hey?
That automatically means you're a cheat. If you beat someone who's doping, automatically he's got to be cheating.
Or it means he was taking the wrong stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
But no, I don't know how. My kind of opinion on the whole doping thing is like, if you get caught and you're taking something like, some, I don't know, EPO, Sera, whatever it is, then you should just get a lifetime ban. If it's a grey area where like, you could have ingested it from a boar that's been castrated or whatever, then maybe you won't get a lifetime ban. But something that's quite obviously, you quite obviously doped, then yeah, lifetime ban, get out of the sport. You don't deserve to be here. Thanks for coming.
So here's a follow-up question then, because on Zwift, you've raced against this guy, you sprinted against this guy. Igor Korps he has a doping conviction, and you're racing online versus him.
Have I beat him?
I think so. I think you still lost the race. I think you came second, but you beat him.
And he's currently banned.
So he was the Grand Fondo world champion, of the world, and then he delivered a positive doping test, and it was then taken away, and now he's.
That's not a real thing. I'm not having that. That's not a real thing. I'm not having Grand Fondos.
That's a massive thing.
There's money in that,
I know there's money in it, but it's to me, it's not. It's like Masters racing.
I was going to say.
What I'm saying is, I understand where Masters sit in the grand scheme of things, and if I ever win a Masters championship or a British Masters championship, I know where it sits. I can't change my Twitter bio saying British champion, national champion.
What was the name of that teammate you had early on in the year who had his entire Strava profile with Swift results? I can't remember his name.
Oh yeah, who was that? I remember someone doing that.
Yeah, I can't remember the name.
Cameron Jeffers. That's how he got his ride with St. Piran with his Palmares of Zwift.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, this guy called Zach Johnson got a ride from Drapac down in Australia from winning on Zwift.
Shall we carry on? Shall we carry on the Zwift talk?
What do you want to talk about?
The latest series that's taking the world by storm. The SRAM Send It series. Cam's looking at us blank. Did you not know, Cam? What? It's the what?
The what series?
What? The SRAM Send It series.
Is this just another way to make people stay on the turbo train in the summer?
No, this is Australian, man. Right. Do you know what? In Australia, the promotion has been unbelievable. We've not seen any of it here, but over there, so we've been told, it's been popping off. So there was a live stream yesterday. and the majority of the people in the race weren't actually in the event. So I'm watching the stream, right? I'm watching the stream, and there was 200 people in this race, so fair play for that. But I saw Kim Little in there, and then as the commentators were talking, they were saying, right, I'm trying to look for the first person who's in the SRAM Send It series. I can only see 1 or 2 people here from the SRAM Send. Right,
why? So did you have to be from Australia to be in the SRAM series?
I don't know.
You have to be a member of the NRS, the National Racing Series, I think.
Okay.
But they still let anybody else join.
It was.
But
I think. Sorry.
The prize pot. Come on. $800 to the winner of the series.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, the series.
0 for everybody else.
Well, that's unconfirmed. That's just based on information they said in the broadcast.
I'm just playing with y'all.
Oh.
No, it's I was watching it yesterday. I was thinking,
if only there was a platform where we could race on our turbo trainers and win some cash.
Yeah, if only.
Vertugo.
Who?
No.
It's I watched it yesterday, and I thought actually it's good that like the Aussies are coming into their winter, so they because when I think about it, in our all the big races are all around our time, 7 o'clock UK time, 8 o'clock UK time, and it's great for Europe and us. But just think of those poor Australians that have to race those events, that want to be racing against the best riders in the world. They have to get up at stupid o'clock to make that happen and make that race. So I suppose at least they're getting a decent race.
I remember chatting to Alex West, who was one of the riders in the KISS Super League, and I think he won around.
I think so. Multiple.
It was up there. It was up there in a few of the rounds anyway. And he was saying he had to get up at like 5 a.m. to do the KISS Super League or something. I think the racing was at like 6 or 7.
I'd have to get up at like 2 a.m. just to try and get myself worked up for a 6 o'clock start in the morning for racing.
Yeah.
No way. Training's hard enough, let alone trying to race at that time. So I suppose it's their kind of winter season now, isn't it? So it's just a shame that it's not really publicized, because SRAM's a big name. Swift Racing's big, but it just seems to have fallen on its arse. What? Any other news?
Do you think it's because the Northern Hemisphere is all about outdoor racing now, and the general people don't care about the indoor racing at the minute?
Definitely. I think they were scraping the barrel with the Tour of Utopia, trying to keep people on in kind of April time. I mean, right now here it's perfect Zwift weather. It's literally pissing down for the last 2 days. But yeah, if it was sunny, no one would be on. You look at the numbers that are on there at the minute, and it's like old school numbers, like 2015. So they've got to try and keep people coming back for more, but you cannot, I don't care what kind of platform you've got indoors, it will never replicate what's going on outside and the feeling you get when you're riding with the wind in your face, the wind in your hair, bees flying into your helmet. You just can't beat it.
This is why you're choosing to go on the track?
Well, no, I'm choosing to go on the track because it's the only chance I'll ever stand at winning something. Although I am going to be racing crits next month. What? Hi?
Ooh. Where can people find the beast of Pritchard?
They'll be able to find me in Barnsley crit. I'm going to enter Barnsley crit, right? Maybe one over at Colne. I can't do the Lancashire accent. Colne. Last time I raced there, 3rd place. What? I'll give you 2 guesses who I finished behind.
Adam Yates.
Brother Wiggins.
And who was first, Jesper?
Simon.
He got it. Yeah. Simon Yates first. Adam second. Pritch
but were
third.
Were they like 14 years old?
Yeah.
But have they gone to the Commonwealth Games? Probably.
Simon did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Simon
Did he do it twice though?
No.
Did he propose? No.
Exactly. Yes. So fuck you, Simon Yates.
Did he humiliate his future wife to be on national television?
No. Fuck you. I used to have little fact for you. I used to have Adam on Xbox Live. Can't remember what his username was, but yeah, used to play with him online every now and again. There you go. Facts.
Does anyone ever come
Pritchard.
into the salon and go, "I've seen you before. Weren't you on BBC like 4 years ago, Amanda?"
No, she did get recognized the day after, but that's because we were in Costa and the guy holding the paper, it was the front of the paper, and he looked at the paper and went, "That's you."
The best thing is whenever Victor needs a picture of you, Chris, that's the only high quality picture of you standing there like this. That's the
It
only
looks awesome,
image.
doesn't it? It looks
Yeah.
awesome that I've like won the biggest race in the world. Little does anybody know that I've not even actually won a race. It's just me standing in the crowd. Oh, bless me, bless me. So, boys, let's wrap this one up because I think that was solid. Can we just take the opportunity to say thank you to everybody that's watched, everybody that's listened? We are going to be coming back. We're not going forever. We're just trying to sort our shit out. I guess that's the best way of saying it without being too crude.
I'm gonna have a little bit of an input here. I think when we're gonna do
And Jeffers is getting
videos,
sacked. What?
getting sacked in the morning.
It's Tim this week. It's Cameron next week. Down to just the
Dropping
two.
dropping like flies. No, I think when we're gonna do, a visual podcast, we all need to be in the same room. We all need to be around the same table, with one camera on us all, rather than 3 different remote locations. Because this is actually, for the viewers listening and watching at home, it's harder than you think. Like trying to keep a conversation when, like, there's a slight delay or whatever, and you're on the other side of the country.
Oh, definitely, yeah. So for those that don't know, Jesper is in Barrow.
Hello.
I'm in Derbyshire, and Cam's over in Preston. So I think we've done pretty well, especially during the racing season, for Cam to commit to coming in and giving up his time for that. So hopefully everybody that's listening and watching appreciates that. And I just don't cry, Cam. It's for those listening. Cam's actually crying now. I think there's a tear in his eye.
I think moving forward with the podcast, we need to, we've yet to really crack the nut on the best possible format to do it in. Because we all enjoy doing it. It just needs, some more.
Where we also need to find. Maybe we should have this conversation afterwards when the podcast finished. But
everybody can be included.
In fact, this is probably good for the comment section. What do people want to hear, and how do we best do it so you can interact with us? Because that's the thing that's missing when you don't have a visual one. There's nowhere on SoundCloud. Well, SoundCloud is all right, but most people don't really have an account, so they don't set one up. So they just go in and listen to either Spotify or iTunes. And unless you leave reviews, you don't really get to have that weekly dialogue with people where you can check the comments and go, "Oh, Sean, I saw you leave a comment, you massive knob. Don't ever say that again," or whatever we need to say. Like,
Poor Sean.
I don't know who Sean is. That was the
Somewhere
first
Sean is just sitting there going, "What have I done to you, Chris? I'm going to come to your crit."
I said I loved you.
I bought a Cameron Jeffers t-shirt. I'm done.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. How are they going, Cam? All right.
Yeah, all right, mate. They're all right. Do you want one?
Oh, there he goes. Yeah.
I'll get
for free.
listen,
Yeah.
if you use code my name Jeff at checkout, you'll get 10% off.
My name Jeff.
Yes.
Is that the code? No wonder you didn't want to say it. It's for the last week you've been going, "I've got a secret code. If you want it, Instagram DM me, hit me up. I'm not going to tell you what it is." No wonder you're not going to tell you what it is.
I can choose whatever code I want, and I chose that. So
And
of course I'm proud of it. Yeah.
I
My
bet
name's
your
Jeff.
email. I bet your email when you were like 12-year-old is hitboycam sexy _ heart xxo at hotmail.co.uk.
That was his gamer tag. That was the one he shared with Adam Yates.
Yeah, my gamer tag's pretty bad, to be fair, but someone's got a phone call. Right, let's wrap this up right now. He's got an alarm. Make sure you tune in on Friday for the CV Arcade first. Is it the first round?
The first regular
It's
season.
round number 1. Right.
Yes.
It's the first round where points are available, where champions will be made, where Jeffers will lose all his friends and and teammates, I tell you what, Cam, you're definitely going to fall out with your teammates because they are bloody useless. Absolutely useless, them teammates of yours.
Keep it
What are you
coming.
going to say about that?
Keep it coming. The negativity motivates me.
This is ending up
it's
like a
not
Chris
true,
Pritchard
He's the
stream.
one. Did you? If anyone in the comments or the viewers now, I invite you to go over to Facebook, search CV Arcade on Facebook page, and have a look at a clip of me out schooling, outclassing Chris's teammates.
I'll give you that. That was solid. But you know
I
what?
just
At least I could see my teammates in the same vicinity.
listen,
That's
I
like-
came past you. One of your teammates, you were stayed in the middle. One of your teammates went left, and the other went to the far right. It's like, what the hell? What shit
I
fest
know.
going
I
on
don't
here?
know why. I was shouting at him, going, "He's coming! Move to the left! He's coming! Move to the left!" And then one went too far, and then the other went that way. Then he came back, and you just gone plump straight through. It was an absolute class move. I was fucking fuming.
Slightly lucky.
This is what we need. I think we need a day after special Gruppetto podcast. Like next 5 weeks, just the day after the racing, sit down because the stories is amazing.
Yeah, see, you don't get that. You don't get that with Zwift.
But you
But
do
anyway,
get it with
let's wrap it up.
Vertigo.
You,
I don't know.
You don't get it with Vertigo.
I don't know, but it's been all over my Facebook. I just see
What,
Vertigo
Vertigo?
Ghost. Yeah, because they released
Oh,
this
they brought
ghost thing.
Yeah.
Well, like
Yeah.
didn't Swift have that in beta? Like the blue guys?
Yeah, they did, but I presume you can set it to an actual. I've not looked into it, but by looking at it, it looks like a virtual thing that used to get on Gran Turismo when you'd set a lap time and then you'd try and chase that down. So you can set a ghost to a certain wattage and then you can just chase it. And I presume I'd like to think you get draft off of it as well, but I don't know. Who knows?
One way to find out.
Who knows? Who cares right now? It's summertime in the UK. Indoor cycling is dead unless you can win loads of money on CV Arcade. Thanks for watching, everybody. We love you. Leave comments. Cameron Jeffers. That was a mic drop for the audio listeners. Tim Fulford stroke Jess Branca.
Wait, I can do that too. Mic drop. No. Peace.
Drop mine.
Bye.
Layers.